Like a boss.
All right, ladies. So today we're gonna be talking about why men fall in love with narcissistic women. Why narcissistic women have the best men. All right. Now, when we talk about the best men, we talk about men who what the hell is Cash Me Outside Girl doing here? One second, people. Let me eliminate this woman. There. Oops. Eliminated myself. Nope. Nope. There you go. Okay. Um, and we all seen it before. When you watch Maury, I watch Maury. When we watch Divorce Court, I love watching Divorce Court. And what you tend to see is that the bitches tend to have men who want to be there for their child and who want to be the father. But then you have on the it's like consistently you have on the opposite where the loving woman cannot for her life find a guy who's willing to stay. It's truly unbelievable, right? So we're gonna be talking about why that is and how you can implement that without being a cold-hearted ass bitch. All right, because some there are just some women out there who are stone cold to the heart, stone cold to the heart. See what I'm saying? And this is part of a archetype of a man that I'm going to be talking about in my course, natural attraction, natural chemistry. There's a section about male nature, and I'm going to be talking about the different kinds of archetypes of men. This is one of them, all right? The one who falls in love with the falling woman, and why that is, and how you could take it for your advantage as long as you're not narcissistic. Okay, we are narcissistic. All right. All right. So look, the thing about narcissistic women is that they're very self-absorbed, right? They're self-absorbed, and they only think about their needs, and they only and when they have a guy, they only use him for their needs. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, this type of guy, because not every guy falls for the narcissistic woman. You see, I used to fall for them, not anymore, which says a lot about me, right? The thing about this kind of woman is that they make the guy feel like they found the ideal woman. They make the guy feel like they found a perfect woman with a little bit of wildness to her, right? Because it might mean that the guy wants to loosen up, wants to have fun, because he must live a life full of mundane life, right? So as long as the guy doesn't get too close to the narcissistic woman, he'll continually be falling for it, because this is what happens with these narcissistic women is that when they got let down their guards, the same guy that was chasing them will all of a sudden lose interest, because they'll wake up from their fantasies. What tends to happen is that these kind of guys are operating through projection, through gender projection. They're just projecting their needs onto the woman, right? Right? They're just projecting their needs onto the woman. All right. And what tends to happen is that, see, one of the reasons for this is because, you see, these men never got the attention they wanted from their mother, right? Why? Because their mother never got the attention they wanted from their husbands or their partners, their male partners, right? And so the mother would then use their child as a way to get attention, as a way to overcompensate for not getting attention from the men in their lives, right? And so these men will grow up never having gotten that attention that they needed from the woman. They never developed that femininity inside of them, right? And as a result, when they grow older, they'll feel a certain emptiness inside of them that's hard to feel, right? They can't really verbalize it what that is, but they're gonna chase after this ideal woman for the rest of their lives. This kind of woman does not exist. Is a figment of their imagination, because as soon as they get close to this woman who they love, to this narcissistic woman, their fantasy will just pop out, like they'll just burst, and they'll lose interest and move on onto another. They'll only stay with the woman if she is elusive enough to keep his fantasies going. See what I'm saying? This is not really love. This is really an ego attachment. Now, I know I tell you guys, and I'm pointing my finger at you guys. I know I tell you guys that in order to create an attachment, you need to inflict pain. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's not always the healthiest kind of attachment. I'm just making the video how to make a guy fall for you. I'm not saying if it's healthy or not. You see, this is what tends to happen is that you tend to this doesn't work on everybody because you tend to attract only those guys who how can I say this, who never received um how, who never received the attention that they should have gotten from their mothers. Because again, life is hard. Life is hard. I don't blame anybody for that kind of stuff because life is hard. Life can be so hard that you may not even notice yourself not giving complete attention to your child. That's how life is. So it's important to have compassion for those mothers who do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing for a mother to intentionally do that shit. It's another thing for a mother to just be a victim of their own lives. I mean, that is completely different. And that deserves the utmost compassion for those women, right? All right, so let's keep going, right? So they become, as soon as they get close to you, they become disenchanted, right? Like, because they don't want to get close enough to lose a spell, right? So the women who spark this kind of projection in that kind of guy usually are cold and they're not really fully interested. You know, they and because of this, they have, it's almost like they have like a blank screen, like a blank wall where you could just project your own fantasies. You see what I'm saying? So they don't need him. Say those kind of women are just projecting that they don't need him that much, and so it just reminds them that of that need inside of them, that emptiness. It kind of like you just activate and trigger that insecurity. You see, and the reason why that is because they feel neglected by that woman, and it activates that. You see, because think about it, like you have a need inside of you. And you believe that a woman's attention will give you that satisfaction because maybe you didn't get it from your mother. People need that kind of attention from their parents, or else they'll look for it in other sources as they grow older. And if you don't get it because their mother was in pain, so as a result they looked for their child for the attention rather than giving it, that child will never get that, and will look for it in another woman as you grow older. So the kind of woman that they'll be attracted to is a woman who is so self-absorbed with their own needs, like the mother. The mother was so much in pain, and now as you grow older, that self-absorption might come across as I'm not interested, or she's too busy with work, or she don't give a fuck about you, but she likes the attention. Those kind of guys will have a tough time letting go of that woman because it's just something that triggers an emotion from their earliest years, right? And so when you're that type of woman, you're gonna attract a lot of guys who have a lot of, you know, who need a woman to make them feel special. Even though that's a lot of guys, but this is different. This is more of a guy who's not even seeing you, because as soon as he sees you, he'll lose interest. You see what I'm saying? So in reality, he's not even interacting with you. He's interacting with it's almost like there's a mask that you don't see, but he sees. And as soon as he gets to know you, the mask comes off. The problem is that when he gets to know you, the narcissistic woman, you laying down your guard. And that same guy who you thought was going to love you pulls away. You see, nobody wins in that occasion, people. You see, that's the problem with some of the things that I say, is that's why I tell people, do what I teach you guys, but make sure that when you do this, give the guy space and look for consistency. Because if you do this and he chases, and then once he chases, you take a step forward and he takes a step back, what's going on is that this person is operating through his own projection. He's projecting things onto you and he doesn't really like you. That's why I tell that again. When it's a projection, once they get what they want, they pull away. It's like watching porn. You watch porn, as soon as you stop watching porn, you realize, as soon as you jack off, you look at the porn, you're like, what the fuck am I watching? And you just fucking click it out, right? You click it out and shit, right? Because you were just in a fantasy, right? So that's what happens, is that as soon as you get close to that guy, because maybe you're letting down your guard as a narcissistic woman, you get hurt, and then you become even more narcissistic. It's a pattern for everybody, you know, for the guy in pain and for the woman. And what tends to happen is that in reality, they just want to stay in that state, in the state of just looking. You know, it gives you hope. You become a prisoner of hope, right? You see, and to the man, this kind of narcissistic woman as well, like, she'll look like a free spirit, she'll look creative, and she'll come across as assertive. You see what I'm saying? And this will cause the guy to want to loosen up as well, right? And as you see, to those guys, what they got to do, man, is rather than is finding a fantasy in another woman, You know what they got to do is engage with their own animals, with their own feminine spirit within them, and let go of that fantasy rather than trying to find that fantasy in a woman. Try to look into that in a woman. That comes through creativity. That comes through finding your purpose. That comes through engaging and finding what you love and engaging in that fantasy. And slowly but surely, those fantasies will go away. You know, that comes to you embracing the quiet moments, the moments when you're alone, the moments when you don't have a lot of friends, and using those moments to pursue a goal and to think and imagine and to plan those things out and have a creative imagination and think about the kind of goals you're going to set and just get in touch with that creativity inside of you. See what I'm saying? That's something I got to study, to be honest with you. I'm not going to get too into that because I'm not too aware of that. But I do know about the narcissistic woman is that they just keep those guys because those guys are operating on their projection. They're projecting things because of how blank the woman's slate is, how cold they are. It creates an insecurity in those guys, amplifies their imagination, and it makes them want their fantasies with a lot more intensity. They're going to invest emotions of their earlier years into that woman. And it'll look like they're in love. Don't get me wrong. It'll look like it. But anytime you're projecting shit on somebody, as soon as that person receives that love, that person who's giving it will wake up from their fantasy and just walk away. You know, and because they're like, oh, you know what? And I'll be honest with you, it happened to me many times, right? Like I remember there was this one girl, and it was the same thing. She was cold, everything, and a lot of the things that I talk about is because of that fucking bitch. Sorry. A lot of the things that I talk about is because of her. Like not because of her, but like I learned a lot from that cold motherfucking girl, right? And what's funny is that what got me over her was that I say this a lot, but what got me over her was that one day I just said, you know what, fuck it, let me just hit her up. And I hit her up, and she came over. And as soon as when I saw her sucking my dick, people, my heart healed. It was like the Lord shone the light in my heart as I was looking at her gargling on my dick. I was like, oh, my heart is feeling healed. And people, it got healed. The Lord healed my heart. It was unbelievable. It was a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I don't recommend that, but the point is that it was a projection. That was all a projection, and I woke up from it. You see what I'm saying? And so that's a problem when you're that type of woman, is that you're gonna get a lot of guys. Don't get me wrong, but as soon as you get too close to that guy and they get to know you, you pop that bubble and they lose interest, right? And that's why the way to do it is that you sort of pull away, take a step forward, wait. If they don't take a step forward, it was all a fantasy. You see what I'm saying? But most women are not aware of that, and narcissistic women will have a lot of guys who they open up to, and they think they're sure about him, and that guy loses interest. You know, and they feel almost as though they've been dumped because they're like, I for once opened up, and this fucking my asshole broke my heart. Too bad, bitch. That's how it happens, right? Life is like that. All right, man. This is so yeah, man. If you guys are interested in that course that I'm coming out, natural chemistry, it's on the description down below. You could get a discount when it comes out. It's coming out December 1st, I believe. Oh shit, I gotta get this shit done. It's coming out January 1st, and it's gonna be released January 16th, but it's gonna be VIP. If you want to get on that list to get the course at a discounted rate, you got to sign up for my email list in the description down below and get it at a much affordable price and with an extra bonus that most people won't get. See what I'm saying? Boo boo. All right, people. If you guys want to check this out, go to the description down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you need one-on-one coaching, go to the link down below because I do one-on-one coaching as well. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies. So this is the course that all of you guys have been asking me for, and it's the psychological game of attraction. This is pretty much the course that will make any man beg to want to commit with you. This is the course that I wish, I'll be honest with you, if I was a woman, this is the kind of course that I want because it's a course that's specifically geared to help you understand how guys fall in love. and how to do it in a systematic way that's almost predictable, right? So let me show you guys how this course is set up. By the way, there's a 30-day money back guaranteed on this course. So if you guys don't like it, you guys will get money back. Look, let me show you how it's done, right? So it's split up in a few sections. The first section is the introduction, obviously, what to expect from it. After that is I'm giving you an understanding of the psychology of attraction, right? Because you need to understand that dating is a game. You need to think strategically, that there are certain laws of human nature that you cannot break, and just a few things of why people love each other. You know, it's very important to have a realistic expectation. After that, we go into the three phases of every relationship. They all go in these three phases, and these phases could overlap each other at times, right? The first phase is the pre-honeymoon period. It is when you first know the person, or it is when you're becoming acquaintance with the guy, or it is when you guys broke up and are back together, or it is when you guys had a long period of you guys not knowing each other and now you guys want to rekindle things. This works in any point of the relationship that you need to spark interest and curiosity. So these videos are specific for that. Specific to create curiosity, how to get to know the guy the right way, using your non-verbals, how to create a powerful reputation. It's truly powerful stuff. After that is the honeymoon period. This honeymoon period is how to get from curiosity to interest to creating a deep connection. So all of these videos are specifically geared to that. Not the 30, no. These specific videos are there for this phase, and this phase is any phase. You guys are having a good, happy moment. You guys just got back together, and now you feel that peak. You feel that happiness that you guys felt. That's what this is, right? So these videos are there for that, creating a lonely fantasy, the preemptive breakup, the triangle of love, using words to control these men. It's powerful stuff. After that is the post-honeymoon period, and again, is a short list of videos because these videos are there to solidify the connection that you already created. So if you just had an incredible moment, or you just came out of a vacation with a guy and everything went well, you better use this phase, because if you don't do this, he's going to become disenchanted. It's just how it is. These are very specific videos, and all you got to do is just say, all right, where am I? I tell you where you guys are, and you just watch the video. It's pretty much like being coached by me. You got some bonus videos, stop being nice, dealing with the inevitable, how to deal with breakup, how to deal with getting over a dude. This is the how to overcome manipulation, identifying manipulation, deterring manipulation, defending yourself against manipulation, what to do if you're already in a manipulative relationship, and how to avoid them through detachment. It's pretty much an extremely succinct and laser focused course. Not one waste of motion. That's why I love it. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. No questions asked, people. All right. And if you guys want to support this channel, this is how you support it. And I hope you guys enjoy this. All right. See you guys inside.